Alright guys, welcome to Miracle Dragonist 64-bit. So this is gonna be an updated new player guide. Just a side note though, the guide will have information that's bound to change moving forward. Because again, with the current stage in the game as of this guide's release, there are a lot of changes that's going to take place, such as, changes on the drop tables, locations for the loots, possibly changes with the nests, the raids, and all that stuff. But as of this guide's release, this is the most updated, and a text version of the guide is going to be released as well. And again, I will try to promptly update it, but I cannot really promise. Alright, without further ado, so after character creation, all you have to do is to open the beginner package. So it's gonna unseal the item, and you just need to open this. Okay, once you open it, you will get a lot of stuff. Okay, so you'll get accessories, some jades. So don't open the jades first. So never open the jades first. All you have to do is to locate the jumping potion. So this will allow you to level up directly to max, which is 95. So that's going to be located in the miscellaneous. So just click on it. There you go. Now once you hit level 95, the next thing that you have to do is to make sure that you skip all the main quests. It is important that you skip them. That way you can gain access to certain maps, certain functions as well. So just give up the quest, skip them. Okay, as such, we have already skipped all the quests. Now all we need to do is locate this NPC, or it might be of a different name when you create a different character. Regardless, it's always going to be the merchant. So once you go to the merchant, first change your job. Okay, so it's always going to be first job and then second job. Okay, so now that we have our job unlocked, all we need to do now is to open the awakening skill first, and then open labyrinth. And as you can see, all the skill points here as well, it is available. You can get all of the skills maxed out, no issues or whatnot. Let's just open the gold pouch. Okay, so we got the gold. Now we're just gonna update the skills. I'm just gonna get all of them set. Okay, so we got the skills set. We also have the labyrinth opened as well. So all you have to do now is to locate the ticket. You don't really need um, to do this in particular order. Uh, what I meant is, like going to the ticket before equipping your stuff. You can equip your stuff before going to the ticket vendor or whatnot, or you can open the boxes first for the gears, not the Dragon Jades. Just open them after you have selected your class. Because if you open them without selecting your class, the item is going to bug out and you won't be able to use it. Again, that's going to help you out as well. Because it is a skill jade, so it's going to enhance your damage. Okay, so let's just open all the stuff. Okay, so for talismans, I would suggest putting in your main attributes here at the first. So you are able to tell your main attribute by the main stat. That's going to be your physical attack. You can also tell from the skills that you have for, some skills would actually indicate light damage and all that stuff. So for sure, attribute is light for Oracle Elder. So that's light attribute and a physical attack type. So for talisman, we're gonna go for strength and destruction. Okay, so we got and then everything else you can put here. And the attributes that you don't really are a main at, you can put them at the last. Heraldry as well. Focus on getting, anything that helps your main stat, especially when you're starting out, because that's definitely gonna impact your gameplay. Okay, so you can choose to equip these, but as a physical attack main stat, I'm not, because it's really not gonna help me out. So we also got, Dragon Jade pouches, Dark Red box, and Cellstones. Okay, so for now, we're just gonna go to Saint Haven. Okay, so once you're in Saint Haven, immediately visit the blacksmith and craft your Skilla set new player. So it's gonna require these items. So you are provided with a dark red box, which is gonna give you those items. So you can just open them up. Okay. So you got the materials. It's time to craft. You know, make sure though. I know that pretty much almost everyone already knows, but some skills will require a certain weapon for your job class. So for this one specifically, it's a chakram. And there we go. A secondary weapon as well. The charm. Okay. Now, for some odd reason, if you have, thrown out your Skilla set, then you may reforge them. But the downside is that it's gonna be at plus nothing. So the ones that are given to you are at plus 10. Okay. So first off, I would suggest to upgrade your Skilla weapon first, and then your secondary, and then the accessories next. The reason behind is you will need attack power. Because you can dodge, you can iframe certain skills, you can do mechanics, especially when you're starting out solo. Upgrading will be costly, so you can see it's going to cost a lot of gold, which is 500, and you're just given, what, 35 when you start? So you may, or you may not. Now, another thing to note is that some jobs, some classes, they do not have a specific element when you start. So you may select one element of your choice. Make sure that it does not conflict with your skills. Read through your skills. If there's a certain element that it needs or it requires or it does a certain element, then follow that element. That way you can maximize your damage as well. Because the game has a cap on the damage. Although as a starting player, that's gonna be pretty far. But it's better to set up the foundation by making sure that you got your elements correct with your skills. That way, you won't have to redo all your stuff from scratch. So we're just gonna open these real quick. Okay. Now, if you have a built-in or an innate element at that, you are not required to equip an elemental jade because it's just gonna decrease your specific element. So, for example, for Oracle Elder, they are already built in as a light element, so you don't really need to put these. So that's just gonna reduce your element. Okay, so as of the moment, I have 42.20, and if I equip this uh, element jade, that's gonna deduct 12.50%, and that's big. That's big. Okay, so again, we are physical attack, so we're gonna go for physical attack. Okay, yeah, that works. Okay, I'll take that. Right. Okay, so we got missing one. Yeah, we're missing one. That's fine. Okay, for accessories, we don't really need to put anything here. So we may sell these. These are practically useless at the moment. Okay, so now you might wonder how will I know the skill jade that I'm going to use, because when you're starting out, you are not able to equip all three at once. So go to item guide. It's right here, just below the minimap on the upper right corner. Just click it, and you can go to special jades. Yeah, there we go, special jades. So it's automatically gonna select the class, and you will be able to see the preview of your skill jade. So for the Verdure Jades, it's gonna be Vanishing Spada. For Blood Moon, it's gonna be Twister, and for Dreamy would be Sharp Hurricane. Now, my advice would be to select the highest attack modification, which would be Blood Moon in this class. So that's at 750% for Twister. So locate the blood moon. There we go. Okay. So we got blood moon. Now this is a newbie Jade, so you're not able to enhance this Jade. Okay. So let's equip this here, and let's see. Okay, so we've got 3 slots on the earring and the necklace. We'll try and see if we can slot any of these two. Okay, yep, we can get the Verger there, Dreamy, and there we go. Yeah, okay. Right, so scratch that. So we are able to equip all 3 of our skills. It's pretty cool. And we got nothing here on the miscellaneous. The mounts, we are always given a mount. So might as well just use that. And then, you know, just retrieve all of them. Okay, yeah, the check all is kind of bugged. So, as you can see, it's not gonna select everything directly, but it will. It's just a visual bug, so there's no need to make a fuss over that. Okay, so once we have our character set up, we got the skills, we've equipped the equipment, put on the talismans and the heraldry, the skill jade as well. We've got the origin equipped as well. So pretty much we're starting out at what 6.2 mil for attack power. So that's just when you're starting out. So my advice would be to complete these as much as you can. And before you do so, we need to go to this guy here, dishonest merchant Pero. Okay. So since we have the awakening skill already unlocked, we are gonna unlock the hero skill. There you go. So we have the hero skill unlocked. It's not gonna appear here, since again we are in a mount. But once you dismount, you should see this here, and it needs to charge up. And by charging it, you need to spam the specific skill. So for the Elder, it's gonna be for Flash Tempest. Okay, so I'm just gonna set up the skills, and then we'll get back right into the rest of the guide. Right. So we have already set our skills for this class. I did a bit of practice for the Elder, since I'm really not well versed with the Elder class. So yeah. Regarding this, we're gonna just gonna open these real quick. So once you have your skill set, just go to Heraldry Scholar Stas in Saint Haven. So he is located here, here, this guy, and you can just purchase your skill heraldries for the meantime. I would highly advise, getting the cooldowns. That way you don't find yourself, blanking out or spacing out when you're trying to dish out DPS or damage. Once you get your heraldry skills, you know, equipped, we got all our stuff equipped here. All we have to do now is to run the Dragonist newbie quests. This will actually provide us with, a good sort of entry for the game. So clearing any type of stage one time, I would suggest, checking your mission board. So you can just press L and you can can just go to the mission board here. Or you might want to just teleport over to um, here, mission board. So we got Abyss, Target, we got co-ops, targets. So let's go with this guy here, Anu Arundel, Valley of Eclipse. So we're gonna go to Anu Arundel, which is here. Should be located here. There we go. Okay, just a pro tip. When you teleport to any maps, you are now freely able to just click on the portals and it's just gonna teleport you directly. No need to run over, and that will save you some time. Okay, so when you're starting out, you are not able to go up to the higher labyrinths, so we're gonna try and feel it out at labyrinth 5 and see if we can clear it. And lucky zone. Would you look at that? Okay. Yeah, looks like we can clear labyrinth 5 without any issues. So another thing that you would notice is that the stages now will actually drop the materials for kilos. Let's just open this up. So as you can see, now we've got um, for the helmet for kilos equipment. Okay. Right, so I've already cleared that first one. Next is type this here. We got that. And then use laugh one time. Okay. Okay, go and equip Dragon as newbie ring. So they should be here. Go. There we go, we got that equipped. And then sparkling blue wings should be here. Okay, open the pouch. It should be here. Then costumes. Okay, let's just wear all of them. Okay, use an adventurer's HP potion one time. I'm gonna have to take damage. Yep, look like we can't skip that. So we're just gonna let's try and see if we can go for labor in 7. Okay, we got that done. Right, we got that done. We got that done. Okay, we got that done. Okay, so the ones that we have is actually much more, yeah, it's better. So that one's garbage. So here, we gotta enhance aminos. Okay, there we go. We got that done. So we're stuck here. So that's something we need to clarify with the dev, but we can just skip it. Okay, now it is highly important that you do these. That's gonna enable you to obtain the Minos gear, which is important. The skilla that you are given at the start of the game is not something that you can evolve or upgrade, it is only going to be the Minos. Okay? So upgrade would be from Minos to Insight or Devotion, depending on your preference. Normally, people would go Insight, but you won't really stay too long for Insight. Once you get the Insight equipment, then you can immediately go to Ice Dragon equipment. For armors, weapon, it's going to be a different story. Okay, so for a specific guide on this, there is already a video posted under the share content under the same channel for this. So you can just check it out there. We're not going to repeat that process since it's too lengthy, and that was not changed at all during the transition from 32-bit to 64. So that's that. Okay, so basically clearing the beginner's guide here would actually give you access to your Minos equipment. So helm, upper body, lower body, gloves, and then boots, and some neat stuff. You also get to get your heraldries here as well. These are really not usable at all. Feel free to run them. You can also get a specific skill heraldry as well, so that's gonna boost you up. And some, items as well for enhancement. Okay. Now, the challenge when you're just starting would be the lengthy process of farming your stuff, especially for enhancement. As you can see, let's just finish opening this. And also gold as well. That's another challenge that you're going to be facing. Okay, we got the Libriums. Let's just open them up. Yep. Okay, you might want to do this, but it's really not that, you know, it's not that worth a lot. Right. So, first question would be, how do you get, the materials for enhancement? Dark red box. Or for dark red box, I would suggest spamming a nest or announcing or shouting in world for co-op or alliance. You may post as well through Discord. We have an LFP there as well. But if you're the solo type, then there are two nests that I can suggest. Highly recommended would be Manticore and the Archbishop nest. Those are the two fastest and the shortest nests that you can spam. Okay, and the good thing, the nest in this server does not consume fatigue, so spamming will not be an issue of fatigue, but will be an issue as to when you're gonna get bored. It's totally up to you when to stop. Okay, so let's give it a shot. Let's give it a go. I would suggest creating your party, especially if you want to spam Manticore. Okay, here we go. Okay, as you can see, it goes up to 22, but the unlock is up to 17. Okay, so let's try Labyrinth 6, just to be on the safe side. Okay, don't forget to click the orb. First time you're clearing a nest, you'll have to sit through the cutscenes. Okay, cutscene number 1. Okay, cutscene number 2. Go, just gonna have to sit through this. Okay, we're done with that. Okay, Labyrinth 6, done pretty easy. For now, avoid the gold chest, because it's gonna give you, you know, um, lesser number when you go to higher labyrinths. So I'm not sure if that's already fixed or not, but for now, just avoid it if you're running high labyrinths. But if you're just running low ones, then you might as well choose it. So for this, we get, let's see, so we get high grade Essence of Life. We also get Meat, which is the cash coupon, and we got the Bubble Coral as well. So pretty much we have the high grade Essence of Life. Now let's say you have already farmed, materials. You already have sufficient amount of, cash coupons. The next, suggestion would be to get your VIP immediately. So that's going to be the premium service. So just go to your F11 shop, okay, and just type in here VIP. It's going to give you a whole lot of options. So just get the 30K one. Once you get the VIP, and oh, should be here. And no, not that one. Oh, yeah, looks like that one's bugged as well. so that is bugged. Let's see if we can find it. No, let's see. So we paid for it, but we did not receive it. It's not here as well. Let's try to change character and see if it's gonna be there. Looks like it's not there. Okay, let's purchase it again and see. Yeah, do we have? Yeah, we got the premium service actually. Premium service, VIP. Yep, we got it. Okay, so we have the VIP. I guess that was applied. There was a change on it apparently. So normally you'd be receiving an item box for it. So we also got a conversion helmet. Might as well use it. Okay, here we go. So we got that done. So now the question would be um, gold farming. That's gonna be the next question. So for gold, I would suggest doing, you know, mission bulletins. Co-ops would be your best bet for gold. For now, that's gonna be one of the staple ones. You may feel free to run the nest spams as well if you so wish to. Yeah, let's refresh that. So we're getting more co-ops as well. Now just heads up, when you finish the co-ops here and you get the option to receive reward, you don't really get it here, but it's normally, you know, obtained once you clear the mission. So let's say for example, um, let's do this one. Let's see. Okay, so we need occupied ancient temple. Okay, might as well go higher. Oh, fatigue. Stages consume fatigue, so that shouldn't be an issue. For fatigue, you may purchase them through Kelly or through BST. Yeah, another lucky zone. Okay. I'm getting a bit too lucky, apparently. However, there is a known issue for the lucky zone. So there is this issue where when you clear the mission, you only get the items from the lucky zone, not from clearing the mission itself. So that sort of interferes with the rewards that you're gonna get, but we're gonna see. We're gonna find out if it's really still the case. Because that's something the devs are still working on, and hopefully they are able to find a solution to this issue. Because we're talking about losing a lot of gold in farming if we do not receive our rewards for clearing the mission board. Hmm, still alive, huh? Okay, Labyrinth 8 is cleared as well. No, just look at that. Looks like we cleared that for some odd reason. Okay, right. So we're getting gold. It's not that much. It's 76. But again, we are running it at a lower tier or lower labyrinth. So might as well use that. Okay, so we got some stuff as well. So let us proceed in. Let us progress with the beginner guide as well. Okay, right. So we got these. Got the tickets. No, that's garbage. Right, so we got some gold, we got, 1.5k, which is really not that much. Um, we got conversion necklace as well. Might as well use it. Is it, it gives better stats. Not that much, but anything to help out is highly appreciated. So again, if you've noticed, we have cleared the mission box, but we only got one clear reward. Oh, was it not that one? Huh, it was that one. That's weird. Let's try it again. So, occupied ancient temple. Occupied ancient temple. Did we? Huh. Okay. Looks like we selected the wrong one the first time. Okay. Another lucky zone, which is not so lucky for us, apparently. Looks like we only get one chest, and yeah, we get gold. It's not that much, since again the lucky chest or the lucky zone actually interferes with the clear reward, which is an issue. It is a known issue, and it is being worked on as well. So we are expecting to get that fixed. But again, for gold farming, I would suggest to run your co-ops. The nests will provide you with, you know, the sufficient amount of gold that you need to actually upgrade your stuff. Okay, so once you get your Minos gear from clearing the beginner's guide, then you will need to enhance them up to plus 20. And from then on, you may refer to the other video guide for the gear progression. So that will cover the Minos to Insight to Ice Dragon. That video will also cover your weapon. So for now, the Skilla is, your best bet. But for progression-wise, you will need to have the Forest Dragon weapons. So that would be Forest Dragon. Hold on, I'm getting old. Um, there we go. Yep. Okay. So Forest Dragon weapons would be through raids, which would be Forest Dragon raids. Secondary weapons would be through Gust Dragon as well. This is gonna be the most important one because you will need to run the hard mode for Forest Dragon in order to get the legend grade for the stem scale. You may spam the normal one since you will be needing it when when you're crafting your insight or your devotion. So depends on what's faster for you. Okay, but you're not gonna stay long with insight and devotion if you spam your nests. If you keep farming, then you will receive, or you will progress fast in the game. Because with the latest patch, the entry count for raids have been increased. So from once, well, not really once, but twice per week, we are now getting entry counts for, say, some lot here. Forest Dragon is now at 5 times. Okay, so and a bit of a pro advice when you're running raids, make sure that you'll have this item right here, the Magnifying Glass, because that's definitely gonna help out in getting your materials set for crafting. Okay, so that's for armors and weapons. For accessory, that's gonna be for Desert Dragon. So that's another raid as well. You may refer to NPC Cherry for it. So we've got here the blessed accessories. These are what you need in order to progress. The ones that you are provided when you start the game are they are not something you can evolve. So that's really just for starting purpose. But for progression wise, it is going to be the blessed sparkling sandstone ring. And again, those are covered on the gear progression video, so you may refer to that video as well. Another newbie friendly nest that you will want to spam would be Cerberus. I will show you a quick run on it as well. Let's just buy 5 each of them. So we'll need 5, or well, you need 1 of each in order to enter Cerberus. So we just need to go to that. See you in a bit.